Hi everybody, and welcome to Two Passports and a Camera. In this episode we're going to be travelling to a beautiful part of the Western Cape called Franschhoek, which is famous for its wine farms, its beautiful scenery and its very picturesque little town. While we're there we'll show you around the town itself, and we'll get on the wine tram and visit 6 of the wine farms in the area. We just didn't have time to cover the multitude of wine farms that they have. We're also going to be visiting the Franschhoek Museum, the Huguenot Museum, which is famous for collating the history of the French Huguenots, of which my mother and her line are descendants from, so indirectly myself, all the way back to 1689. There's so much to see and do in this little place, and we try to capture as much as we could, but hopefully you'll enjoy this time with us and enjoy everything we have to show you about this beautiful place called Franschhoek. As we made our way inland toward Franschhoek, we passed through the charming town of Riebeek-Kasteel. This is a small place with a lot of character, and driving in we caught a quick glimpse of the local shops, including the Crystal and Twine shop, before we passed the beautiful Royal Hotel with the Dutch Reformed Church standing nearby. It was only a brief stop on our route, but the town had a lovely historic feel to it, and as we left, the old British blockhouse of the Second Boer War of 1899 to 1902 gave us one final reminder of the area's layered past.
La paix sur la terre, vercher, marcher dans le village. Le temps n'existe plus, tonneau. Le vent est la vie, la vie est reçue. Le ciel est ouvert, le cœur est tendu. Quoi, lumière est partout, partout, partout. La lumière est partout, partout. La lumière est partout, partout, partout. Franschhoek est l'amour. L'amour pour toujours. Franschhoek est l'amour, l'amour pour toujours. C'est un mini de France, dans le sud de l'Afrique. La grande danse, l'instant est unique.
So I wanted to let you know what the reasons were one of the reasons we came to Franschhoek was to visit the Huguenot Museum and the Huguenot Monument, which is here behind me. And that's a celebration of the French Huguenots who fled Europe under religious persecution in 1689 and came to the Cape with the Dutch in order to settle here and to build up what we have now as the wine farms and the established industry. One of my ancestors, Jacob Jacques de Villiers, with his wife Marguerite, came to the Cape in 1689. He was 27 years old, born in France, and they boarded a ship called the Zion, and it landed here in the Cape in 1689, and he was given a number of farms that he purchased. One of them is called La Vie, which I'll show you in the video later on when we go visit it, and it's still established today as a wine farm. But the Huguenot Museum, which is to the left of this monument behind me, contains all the books of the family members, including my mother's line. And so I'm a direct descendant of one of the 4 brothers, and how we've landed up into the northern Transvaal where we are. So it'll be an interesting trip to the museum that we hope to go through. So welcome to Franschhoek. So here we are at the Franschhoek Wine Farm tram tour, and we've decided to choose a day where it's really cold, and you can see over here it's overcast and windy and it's a little bit wet, and the prediction is more wetness as the day goes on. So we still got to have a good time and enjoy it as best as we can. It's 9:30 in the morning and we've already got a glass for wine. So you know what that means. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere.
Good morning. I'm going to be your tour guide today of this beautiful estate. Look around you. Glimpse, because I'm going to show you a really handsome man, but just take a peek. He's taken. So welcome to Le Brie. This is one of Hannes's ancestors' wineries. It has changed hands now many times, and Germans actually own it and only come into the area in the summertime, and we're in the winter now. But look at how beautiful. Could you imagine having this property back in the late 1600s and then developing it to what it is today? So it is absolutely stunning, and the most amazing thing is we're the only people here because it is 11:24 South African time. So anyway, hope you're having a great day. Love you guys.
So here we are at the French Huguenot Museum, and it has a bit of an unusual history. We're about to go in and learn a bit more and see if I can get a hold of the genealogist to be able to get a bit more history of my family and update the family tree. But I've just discovered that this building behind us, which is the French Huguenot Museum, and then this is the grounds in which it is in. This building was originally built as a manor house for a wealthy family, and they lived in it for quite some time until about 1915. And then it fell into disrepair and bought by the Dutch Reformed Church in Franschhoek, who then proceeded to demolish it. Can you believe it? Demolished the building. The French Huguenot Society, I think they called, then started to collect all the items and bits and pieces they could in order to rebuild it. And eventually, I think by 1964, they were able to rebuild the house to its former glory, to the original tiles, the door frame behind me, which is from 1764, all the interior and so on, to reflect as much of the original structure as they could. So it's a pity the church demolished it, for whatever reason, I don't know. I think because there was a wine cellar inside. Anyway, we're going to go inside now and see what it has to offer. So here we are at the Huguenot Memorial, which you can see behind me. There's the statue of the woman with the Bible in her one hand and a set of chains in the other to represent a break from religious persecution. And they have this pool over here, like a reflecting pool similar to the Lincoln Memorial, just much smaller obviously. We've gone through the Huguenot Museum and spent nearly 2 hours just walking around there, having a look at things, and getting the history of my family, which has been very interesting and quite comprehensive. And the persecution of the French Huguenots for their Protestant Christian beliefs was quite, I never realized it was that traumatic over the period of time that the French persecuted them for being Protestants, and that's one of the reasons they fled here. So we've got an appointment with the historian in a short while, and we're going to update the book, and then we're going to go from there and see what else we get.
As our time at Franschhoek has come to an end, it's time to just think about all the things that we have experienced on this part of our journey. The history in Franschhoek is rich. There are so many beautiful things to see. The wineries were just absolutely amazing, and my advice would be don't skip the small ones. They were some of our favorite. The flowers, the lavender, the wildflowers were all absolutely beautiful. I fell in love with the King Protea. Unfortunately, they don't grow in Georgia, so I had to leave it there. As we get ready for our next trip, we're heading down the east coast of the Cape, to Mossel Bay. We have so many exciting adventures to share with you there, so we hope that you will come along for the journey. We see some beautiful sights and actually do something quite daring for us, I should say. So come along, enjoy the trip, and we can't wait to meet you in Mossel Bay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.